We're ready to go. So I guess I'll give you guys a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
All right, we are off. So if you guys haven't seen this game before, it's been featured at a couple previous GDQs. Crypt the Necrodancer is a rhythm roguelike, which you can basically think of it as a turn-based dungeon crawler where you have to make decisions very quickly in the span of a beat. So you see Spooty picked up an item that let him move off the beat. For the rest of the run, though, these guys are going to be making moves to the beat.
Yeah, and that was one of the secret shops that you can get. It's the Shriner. If you try to steal from that shop, those dragons appear, but it's really safe for Nocturna to do it because she has this new weapon, the Cutlass, that gives you invincibility as long as you're attacking.
Let's see, and it looks like Spooty has hit a Shrine of Uncertainty. This is one of the new shrines in the DLC, and it replaces your weapon with a random weapon with some rules around it.
Question mark weapon. Ooh.
Yeah, right. With it's shaped like the thinking face emoji. And the trick with it is you have to figure out the weapon as you go. And it looks like what Spooty and Joe have both picked up now is a Warhammer.
Obsidian to be specific.
Obsidian to be exact. The Warhammer is it's basically a double-length broadsword. So it's a broadsword pattern, and then another one on top of it, so you can clear.
It's really
a ton
strong.
Of enemies.
Yeah, it's really strong. It can be slow, but. I also wanted to comment on what makes Nocturna unique compared to the other characters, which is that Zone 5, the new zone for the DLC rooms, will be mixed in with every other room, which is why you might see that Gorgon enemy that just died on Joe's screen and this wire room. So those are just added in. That's not regular.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that is special about Nocturna is that she has a bat form. Which I don't think we've seen yet on Spooty's side. I'm not sure if we've seen it on Joe's side yet. But basically, when Nocturna drops below a half heart, she transforms into a bat and has no access to her items. She can fly, and she gains sight of all of the enemies on the level.
Okay, nice.
So there's some room for skillful play with it. You can use it for mapping. You can use it to sort of dive in to a group of enemies that would be very dangerous on any other character, knowing that you have that to fall back on. And we are pretty close here, guys. We're going into the second boss, basically tied up. They have a very quick kill with this Warhammer. Fortissimo, one of the new DLC bosses. The quicker you can clear out those skeletons in the front, the faster you can get Fortissimo off the stage. And that is an instant Zone 3-1.
Oh yeah, that is such a fast layout. Joe checked the black chest, saw a glass spear. Much less safe than the Warhammer, especially Obsidian. This build is also really safe.
This build is dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty.
I think you probably prefer Spooty's a little bit with the Ring of Courage. The Warhammer is just really great with the Ring of Courage since you're hitting a lot of enemies to proc the invincibility beat.
And that's whenever you kill an enemy, you get invincibility and slide forward. So it's an incredible speed item, one of the stronger rings in the game that you can get.
Right. Here, it's still pretty even here, though. Yeah, peace. I think the question is whether you swap on Joe's side.
I think so.
And I think you probably do. We'll see if he makes that decision.
That was pretty flashy. Joe used his invincibility when you transform to take a hit from the boss and get right next to him. Nice.
We're seeing some of what that zone bleed does for Nocturna on Spooty's side, where it becomes this giant mess of enemies all running into each other.
Ooh, an urn. Doesn't look like it's gonna get open, but an urn is a rare thing that might pop up occasionally with a ton of awesome stuff inside of it. Oh no, okay.
This is something with high-level Necrodancer play that you don't always. I think you get the same feeling when you're a newer player. Is that they just push toward the exit no matter what's in the way. Especially on Nocturna, where you have that bat form to fall back on, and so you end up in a lot of very spooky situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thankfully they have the potion, which will give them an extra life if things go poorly.
Yeah, and it's very likely that they won't even need to proc the potion, given that they'll fall back into a bat form first. But it is there. It is there as a backup.
So yeah, this is the new zone. Electricity is really overpowered here. You'll see it take effect when I'm standing on the layer. It just will chain attack damage to like every enemy nearby, anything I hit.
Right, so electricity works by if you attack an enemy and it's adjacent or diagonal to any other enemy. I think there's a minimum of, and it'll...
yeah, zap all of them.
It'll zap through them, and it has no maximum. So you can get just these crazy arcs of electricity all over the level.
Yeah, I really like the wire. I think they did so well with this DLC.
So it looks like we're seeing Joe just
You're already on
level
time, by the way. We're almost done here. One more hit on death metal, and then it's just the exit stairs. Times when I hit the exit stairs. Time.
Nice time, 6:15.
That is a very nice time.
That's a good time, yeah.
I really kind of hate that Shrine of Pain paid off so well because it gave me the most mindless build in the game.
Yeah,
Shovel of Courage,
yeah.
Ring of Courage, and Obsidian Warhammer is pretty much you just push buttons towards the exit and you win. Like, yeah, Joe pretty close behind. Unfortunately, yeah, his decision to skip out on that Shrine of Pain really put him significantly behind because Ring of Courage with the Warhammer is just so strong. Warhammer has this enormous hitbox. It hits 6 tiles simultaneously, and Ring of Courage, whenever you secure that kill, you're getting invincibility and dashing forward. So you're almost always killing something because of that huge attack radius, and you're just almost always invincible. Like, I had a potion that I never even used.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe finishing up here using the bat form to get a little extra damage. That's 4 damage on the melee, and time for Joe.
Nice job, guys.
So yeah, you'll know we're like considerably under our estimate, and that's because normally the game isn't this nice with, with what it gives you. We kind of offered the estimate with the assumption that we might be dying once or twice, but yeah, Necrodancer is playing nice for us today.
Yeah, we're just that good.
So yeah, anyway, there was a bonus incentive for me to play the other new character, Diamond, which is a pretty interesting gimmick. You get to move diagonally, but since the game is part of its central design point is that you only need the 4 arrow keys to play it, he loses the ability to use lots of other abilities, like he can't cast spells because those would be on the diagonal key combinations normally.
Does he still have throw?
No.
No.
Throws
Yeah,
are
no.
throw up down is redesignated to his bomb command, so he can't throw weapons either.
Yeah, so that
But-
means some of the bosses will be a bit, well, not slower, but...
Real quick before you get started on Diamond there, we've got a $150 donation from a good friend of the Necrodancer community, Squeega. It says, knock knock, who's there? Nocturna. Nocturna who? Nocturna into a bada. Major shout outs to
Oh,
Spooty,
my goodness.
Mudjo.
See, that like only sort of works because with the way that build turned out, that
Yeah, we
that
never
front end,
did.
like I never used Batform once.
Oh, man. Letting Squeaky down. Major shout-outs to Spooty, Mudjo, and the Necrodancer crew. I wish I could have gone this year, so I'm throwing in my support for this awesome run. Appreciate it, Squeaga. We've also got a $300 donations from James Gold that says, hey, Spooty and Joe, the rhythm game community is popping in to say we're excited to see you two back again for a GDQ Necrodancer race, continuing to be a high-level representation of such a challenging speed game. We're hoping for a great showcase from both of you, and we'll be cheering you on.
All right. So
Thanks, James.
Is the soundtrack donation still in Family Jewels' favor?
In fact, it is not. Danny B just passed Family Jewels.
Oh. See, I was considering
TV
taking
style.
pity on him, and even if Family
think it's
Jewels was
because of
first,
that.
just being like, let's
It,
throw the second place prize a bone. But no, okay.
Passed it by less than $20 the last second.
Wow.
Sick.
Okay. So we get to hear some of the original Danny B stuff here. Hope you guys enjoyed Family Jewels, but anyway, I am pretty much ready to go. So are you all good on your end? Okay.
Here
All
we go.
I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So, yeah, Diamond's diagonal movement kind of breaks the game because most of the game isn't designed around it. You can pretty much, like, literally run circles around most enemies. Because, everything is still designed for orthogonal movement. Gonna check this blood shop, see if there's anything good here. I'll take the rat.
Not placing the rat diagonally.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you can do that. Yeah, so for a while you actually couldn't do that, I think, right? Like the actual pattern into it.
Yeah, it was a little bit in.
So yeah, you can if you're just playing for survival, Diamond's super easy because most of the enemies, can't move diagonally there themselves. But the real challenge in Diamond comes in just trying to optimize and get those, just avoid every bit of extra combat you can.
Right.
Because you generally can avoid most of it. But it's really dangerous because you leave tons of enemies behind you as you do this.
Right, you can do some very cheap things with Diamond, like we saw with the Minotaur kind of digging out like a diagonal slot to retreat through, and then you can just let him charge and get out of the way. But it's very easy to leave a little too many things behind.
The other thing that you might see in this run, depending, is like trap rooms with items. They normally lay out the traps in like a D-pad formation, but Diamond can just like go around those for free. So it's basically 3 items in those rooms.
Oh, yeah.
generate.
Drop my multiplier there. I want to break this crate. There we go. Okay, a bomb. Sure. So yeah, I don't know if we explained the Obsidian equipment, but Obsidian equipment is based on your multiplier. It's 3 damage when you're at max multiplier, which is 5 kills without dropping a beat or taking damage. And 2 damage anywhere in between, and 1 damage when you're at 0 multiplier. Well, at 1x multiplier, rather. So Obsidian's pretty good, but the spear is kind of just mediocre. You generally want something better.
The item he just picked up for this roll that when you use it, it'll give you a certain item depending on your build and also depending on like enemies around you. Like it has a priority list.
Yeah, I think
that
right
looks
now it
like-
would just give me a random shovel, which is not really important. So
Yeah, so what he might do is he'll wait until he's at half a heart and then use it over.
using a little bit of a cheese strat there.
Sub beat.
So normally Conga is invincible until you either kill all the Conga lines or destroy his throne. But bombs process damage from right to left. So and he gets angry when you miss a beat or provide an extra input like between beats. So you anger him to the right off his throne, and then the explosion will hit the throne and then hit him. So he doesn't have his normal damage immunity because the throne was technically destroyed first.
Right, this is within the span of the beat, the processing order.
Ooh, that's juicy.
yeah.
So yeah, basically normally what would happen is if he bombs him and the throne was still there, he would just teleport back. But there's no throne to teleport back to, so it just kills him.
So the Gluttony Charm lets you gain heart containers for any overhealing from food, and that food shop had the ham, which is the best food in the game. So that's a free extra 4 heart containers for me. So I'm
Praise ham.
really tanky right now.
Technically, actually, Magic Cookies might be the
Right.
best.
Well, yeah, technically, but this is
Oh,
not,
that's-
that's not how you do
Here's-
this.
Here's the health though.
yeah.
Yeah, I have health, I have chainmail, so that's fine. So yeah, you can like see just how easy this fight is with the diagonal movement. You can just like pretty much attack from all angles and clear out the pieces in this fight really quickly. I'm kind of torn between looking for a new weapon and looking for a ring, but I'm gonna look for a ring. Yeah, sure, more safety.
Yeah, more safety.
Okay, so if you're really, really ballsy, you can just like kind of cut diagonally across Zone 4. Zone 4 is always a giant square in its layout with the exit at the opposite corner.
Yeah, the exit just happens to be diagonally. So technically.
And Spooty doing a pretty advanced thing there, which is basically just ignoring confusion monkeys. And to do that, you have to, as soon as you get confused, immediately reverse your controls.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there we go.
Well, that solves the kind of, mediocre weapon problem. This is like the best weapon in the game for Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond doesn't get all of the weapons, which ends up being important.
That would edit.
They shop all mimics, yeah, they can move diagonally. Oh,
Rat.
the pixie suicided on the rat and blew up in my face.
Rat Charm is the guy he has following to the right, not the guy sitting to the left of me on the couch.
Yeah, Rat Charm basically just like do one damage and it's then also, if it would normally bounce an enemy back, like you can't choose, it'll bounce them back.
Yeah, it just tends to mess things up for you a lot, though.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need anything else. I'm going to skip the chests. Like, there's very few items that would speed up this late in the game to be worth going out of the way for. So yeah, power of electricity right there. Just dealing with the skeletons on my flank really easily.
And you saw like the diagonal spread on this skull.
But yeah, see right there is a really good demonstration of just how powerful diagonal movement is, just kind of sneaking in.
Skip everything.
Also on 5-3, he won't be looking for trap rooms because you actually can't get trapdoor spawns on 5-3.
Things that changed since when I set my PB.
Electro zombies are invincible while they're on the lines, so kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah, they're like one of the most stubborn enemies.
All right, and last boss coming up here. It's should be a pretty fast fight with my build, so be ready on time. So yeah, diagonal movement again. We can just kind of lunge at the head early. And then it's one lunge, and then one more poke from anything after this. We'll finish him off with the rat, just for style points. And time. So yeah, that was Crypt the Necrodancer, both the new DLC characters, Nocturne and Diamond. Hope you guys enjoyed. Before we head off stage, I just want to give a few shout-outs and plugs. We have a huge racing community. If you want more info, you can look up Condor. That stands for Crypt the Necrodancer Online Racing. We have another major tournament, Season 6, coming up soon. CondorLeague.tv for more details on that. We also have a big Discord. We have a huge supportive community. Entry to all Condor events is free, and we're very graciously sponsored by the game's developer, Ryan Clark. It's free money. Like, if you can place decently, it's literally free money. So definitely worth checking out. Everyone in the community is more than willing to help teach new players. So if you're interested in running this game or speedrunning it at all, yeah, just definitely give us a look, because I can tell you it's a whole lot of fun. Yeah, I think that's all I got.
I just want to say really quick, it's like the best roguelike ever made, honestly. I hope you guys are looking forward to the Amplified release soon, if any of you liked the runs you just saw. And yeah, I think that's about it for me.
Yeah.
And speaking of the awesome Necrodancer community, we've got some donations in from them. We got $100 from Loke that says, "Had to stay up late to watch my boys Spooty and Mud."